lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Purdy on the sneak.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 on the sneak, but he was hoping for more than that, and it's 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
There he goes, left side.
He's got a full head of steam on his horse.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
99 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we're used to seeing big plays from him in the passing game. That'll obviously go as a rushing touchdown, and what a rushing touchdown it was.
And you got to think to yourself that this coaching staff has looked at his playmaking ability and said to themselves, why are we just going to throw it to him? Let's double his touches and make him a big part of the run game. That big playability, it was at the forefront on that one.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Sliding out of the pocket. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Looking deep for Jennings. And he bats it away, and it falls down.
Based on what we've seen so far, totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Well, here's something you don't see too often. They're 0 for 2 converting these in the opening quarter, but they're trying a 3rd time here on 4th down.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
60 yards.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
A huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and forever.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
But looking deep here for Flowers.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. Play action. Now Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's third down.
Defense can't stop. Okay, let's make some good calls on this drive.
Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
14 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he will not get there as the try for two is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point. Boy, a little panic here early. First quarter onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Diamador Lenore up to make the tackle. 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the third-down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the stick.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's throws. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Keep it moving.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Still going inside the 20. All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with a 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see. 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game, both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense and they can use against the defense. And I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop them.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Boy, I
guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also,
and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Multiple defenders on the Giants' first play.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Here's Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. To throw is Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. First and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 48.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Oh, design run for their wideout. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
But not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Edwards now on first and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Gus Edwards.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The quarterback will keep it himself. And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in 2-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty.
Big hit in your lanes, boys. Laser focus, guys. Go get it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
You see the replay? We watching the same game or more?
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. First and 10.
At the 41-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Play action. It's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go play action with Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, the first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. Take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. They hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
One thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Let's go get that 6. Keep it rolling,
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Touchdown. Gus Edwards on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
We're all about the numbers, aren't we?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Purdy now to throw.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to have it here just past.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade, marry